What is going on, guys? There were plenty of surprises on the NFL quarterback front in Week 3.
Give it up for Carson Wentz.
Before we dive into our Week 4 quarterback power rankings, we have a couple of grades to hand out to backup QBs who saw meaningful playing time. Kirk Cousins, Atlanta Falcons, B. Replacing Michael Penix in garbage time, Captain Kirk went 5 of 7 for 29 yards. Given the rash of injuries around the league, we can't help but think he'll be a hot trade deadline target for QB-needy teams. Joe Milton III, Dallas Cowboys, C. Milton completed 3 of 5 pass attempts for 41 yards and an interception in garbage time against the Bears. With the way the Cowboys D is playing, Milton can expect plenty more action in garbage time going forward. Now to the rankings. Number 32, Jake Browning, Cincinnati Bengals. Woof. After that performance against Minnesota, all we can say is that the Bengals better trade for another QB. 5 interceptions and essentially a game and a half of action. Why don't the Bengals take the bloody hint and upgrade at QB with Joe Burrow out? Number 31, Russell Wilson, New York Giants. 1 week after throwing for 450 yards and 3 touchdowns, Wilson reminded us that his prime ended years ago via a horrific performance against the Kansas City Chiefs in prime time. Number 30, Cam Ward, Tennessee Titans. Ward is a victim of a lot of things. Coaching malpractice, playing behind a horrible offensive line, and having no big-time playmakers to give the ball to. To be perfectly blunt, we don't see Ward improving at all this year unless the Titans replace Brian Callahan. Number 29, Joe Flacco, Cleveland Browns. Flacco mustered just 142 yards and 0 touchdowns in a stunning 13-10 Browns victory. Honestly, we don't get what Kevin Stefanski is waiting for. Play Shedeur Sanders or Dylan Gabriel. He can't tell us that Flacco gives this team the best chance. Number 28, Tyrod Taylor, New York Jets. The Jets nearly pulled off a miraculous comeback after trailing by 17 points in the 4th quarter, only to lose on a last-second field goal. Taylor would like to have some plays back, but who really thought he'd keep pace with Baker Mayfield on the road? Number 27, Spencer Rattler, New Orleans Saints. Rattler had 218 yards, 1 touchdown, and an interception in a 44-13 blowout loss in Seattle. This is just who the Saints are, and maybe it's worth giving rookie Tyler Show a look sooner rather than later. Number 26, Tua Tagovailoa, Miami Dolphins. Through 3 games, Tua now has just 575 passing yards, 5 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions. If he doesn't take care of business against a hapless Jets team on Monday night, is it ludicrous to suggest that the Dolphins should consider a change at QB? Number 25, Bryce Young, Carolina Panthers. Thanks to his defense pitching a shutout and a ground game that mustered 110 yards, Young didn't have to do a whole lot on Sunday's 30-0 shutout win over the Falcons. Number 24, CJ Stroud, Houston Texans. It's been an absolute nightmare of a start for Stroud and the Texans, who are now 0-3 after losing a defensive slugfest to the Jaguars 17-10. No, it's not too early to ask if 2023 was a flash in the pan. Number 23, Michael Penix Jr., Atlanta Falcons. They lost 30-0 in a game that saw Kirk Cousins relieve Penix with the game out of reach in the 4th quarter. Penix threw 2 interceptions against a Carolina defense that was non-existent for 2 weeks. He's got to get this thing figured out soon. Otherwise, it's not a stretch to wonder if Cousins will resume the controls. Number 22, Bo Nix, Denver Broncos. Nix was held to 153 yards on 25 pass attempts and missed a wide-open Courtland Sutton on a potential game-winning touchdown late against the Chargers. If Nix doesn't figure out this soon, the Broncos won't be in the playoff race for very long. Number 21, Carson Wentz, Minnesota Vikings. Wentz looks perfectly comfortable on Kevin O'Connell's offense, completing 14 of 20 pass attempts for 173 yards and 2 touchdowns. If Minnie's D didn't force 5 takeaways, Wentz could have easily posted a 300-yard game. Number 20, Trevor Lawrence, Jacksonville Jaguars. Lawrence didn't light up the scoreboard in Sunday's sloppy win over Houston, but he made the plays needed to get the team the W. That counts for something. But as the competition level increases, Lawrence is current state of production won't cut it. Number 19, Kyler Murray, Arizona Cardinals. We're still waiting for Murray and the Cardinals offense to hit their ceiling. The Murray-Marvin Harrison Jr. connection still hasn't come around. Star running back James Conner is done for the season now. If Murray in the passing game can't get going soon, we'll be looking at yet another lost season in Arizona. Number 18, Marcus Mariota, Washington Commanders. Starting in favor of an injured Jaden Daniels, Mariota went 15 of 21 for 207 yards, a touchdown, 40 rushing yards, and 1 rushing score in a 41-24 demolition of the Raiders. It's nice to see that Mariota can still play when the number is called. Number 17, Drake May, New England Patriots. May was a mixed bag against the Steelers. Of course, May was let down by 3 horrible fumbles by his teammates. The fact he diced up a good secondary and kept it close is still encouraging for young Pat's team. Number 16, Dak Prescott, Dallas Cowboys. It's easy to hate on the quarterback. CeeDee Lamb missed most of the game after suffering an ankle injury, and the horrendous defense allowed 31 points to a struggling Bears offense. Prescott has very little help around him, so 800 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, and as many picks in 3 games isn't a stat line to scoff at. Number 15, Geno Smith, Las Vegas Raiders. Smith did his part against a stingy Washington defense with 289 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, and 0 picks in the loss. Smith's numbers are pretty good considering that Ashton Jeanty, Brock Bowers, and the defense have hardly been noticeable. Number 14, Mac Jones, San Francisco 49ers. Jones looked like a seasoned vet in place of an injured Brock Purdy for a second straight week. Purdy will immediately return to starting duties once he's cleared to play again, but Jones is proving that he can be a starter in the right offense. Number 13, Jordan Love, Green Bay Packers. After a phenomenal start to the season, Love and the Packers inexplicably struggled to move the ball against a terrible Cleveland Browns opponent in Week 3. Love, of course, wasn't helped by an O-line that allowed him to take 5 sacks. The good news? Love has a nice, juicy matchup against the Swiss cheese Dallas defense this Sunday. Number 12, Caleb Williams, Chicago Bears. It was later than they wanted, but the Ben Johnson-Caleb Williams show finally arrived at Soldier Field on Sunday. Those two put on a fireworks-filled affair in a 31-14 beatdown of the Cowboys, with Williams throwing for 298 yards and 4 touchdowns. Number 11, Aaron Rodgers, Pittsburgh Steelers. Rodgers was far from perfect, but his 139 yards and 2 vintage A-Rod touchdowns lifted the Steelers to a 21-14 road win over the Patriots. Number 10, Sam Darnold, Seattle Seahawks. Darnold had his best outing as a Seahawks yet, throwing for 218 yards on only 14 completions and 2 touchdowns in a demolition of the visiting New Orleans Saints. Number 9, Patrick Mahomes, Kansas City Chiefs. Still sorely missing Xavier Worthy and Rashee Rice, Patrick Mahomes moved the ball efficiently with 224 yards and a touchdown in a 22-9 road win over the Giants. Number 8, Matthew Stafford, Los Angeles Rams. Stafford was just okay against the Eagles on Sunday, going 19 of 33 for 196 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Number 7, Lamar Jackson, Baltimore Ravens. Let's not put the blame on Jackson for that frustrating 38-3 loss to the Lions on Monday night. He did his part with 288 yards and 3 touchdowns despite being sacked 7 times behind a pathetic offensive line. The defense was non-existent, and it was another horrible Derrick Henry fumble that derailed the comeback bid. Number 6, Jared Goff, Detroit Lions. Goff was near perfect in Baltimore on Monday night, with 20 completions for 202 yards and a touchdown. His game-sealing 4th down throw was a thing of beauty and reminded everybody why the Lions are such a dangerous team. Number 5, Baker Mayfield, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Death taxes and Baker Mayfield leading his team on a game-winning 4th quarter drive in the final minutes of regulation. That's 3 straight weeks, thank you very much. Mayfield bailed out his leaky defense and special teams units with a masterful game-winning drive against the Jets, even though Mike Evans left the game in the 4th quarter. Number 4, Jalen Hurts, Philadelphia Eagles. Hurts spearheaded an epic comeback with 226 yards, 3 touchdowns, 40 rushing yards, and a rushing score in a 33-26 win over the powerhouse Rams. You guys sure Hurts is the game manager? Because he's the reason Philly won on Sunday to stay undefeated. Number 3, Daniel Jones, Indianapolis Colts. Danny Dimes' scorching start continued with a pure annihilation of the Titans. 18 of 25 for 228 yards, 1 touchdown, and 27 rushing rushing yards on 4 carries. Jones boasts an impressive 111.7 passer rating and is averaging a ridiculous 9.3 yards per pass attempt. Number 2, Justin Herbert, Los Angeles Chargers. Facing a ferocious Broncos defense that brought him down for 5 sacks. An unfazed Herbert stood tall and had his way with Denver's secondary. He finished with 28 completions for 300 yards, a touchdown, and 1 interception in a 23-20 comeback victory, an epic win. Number 1, Josh Allen, Buffalo Bills. After a surprising meh individual performance against the Jets, Allen regained his MVP-like form in Thursday's night win over Miami. Allen only missed 6 of his 28 pass attempts and threw 3 touchdowns to go along with 25 rushing yards. His 69.7 completion percentage and 108.8 passer rating are currently career bests. What changes would you make to our Week 4 QB power ranking? Join us in the comment section below. Make sure to follow myself and TPS on social media. We post videos all the time. Make sure to like this video. It really helps us out and we appreciate it. Of course, subscribe to TPS. We post videos every day. Every day is a new video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Jason Biondo. I'll see you next time.
On my knees.